just support at these levels. And at the end of the video, I talk about where most small traders are cleaned up in whale feeding zone and shark feeding zone. You will learn how to measure it and a simple strategy for swimming through this dangerous area safely. And as I get started out, I want to give a big shout out to the guys who say that this channel is underrated and why I don't have a bigger following is beyond me. Do I have TA lessons? Yes. Be sure to go over to intro-to-cryptos.ca and grab that free course. I used to charge a couple $100 for it, but now I give it away for free. I really want you guys to start off at a higher level. All right, let's jump in. We'll start off on the 12-hour relative strength index, and we can see how far back the RSI has pulled, very similar to what we did back in August as we were in the uptrend and pulling back. And the RSI has pulled back deeply enough that we could be setting a bottom here. The same thing with the 4-hour relative strength index. As I pull it back far enough, you can see that it's pulled back to similar levels that it did all the way as we were doing this uptrend run through early or late July until the end of August, early September. So we're back to that same level in the 4-hour RSI, which is a really good level. And then we go into the 1 hour and we can see that we have some good support here, and the RSI is going along with that. When we get into the MACD, it's a little bit more noisy. We see the 12-hour has crossed bearish, which I pointed out a couple of videos ago as very bearish looking. But yet when we go into the 4-hour time frame, it seems to be catching itself on a very good hidden bullish divergence. And as we go into the 1-hour time frame, we're also seeing a bullish divergence here, supporting strength from this position here. The main focus of the course teaches how to use the exponential moving averages with a setting that I've been using successfully for years. But now I've started using the TradingView Strategy Finder and running through thousands and thousands of combinations of different settings for the script. And I'm really surprised by the results. So we can see here that we're getting some crazy thousands of % potential returns in the back testing, going over Bitcoin, going over Atom, going over Litecoin. I've got a whole bunch more studies that are included. If you scroll down and you grab our TradingView script, you get all of that back testing to go along with it now too. And with some of these crazy new optimized settings, our script looks like it's just getting ready to fire shortly. So be sure to subscribe and tune in, and we'll talk about how this script performs over time. Now on the 12-hour Ichimoku cloud, we're still in the bullish range. We've broken up nicely. On the 4-hour, we had the crossover, which could have been bearish, especially when we saw the 12-hour MACD crossing over at the same time. It really looked like we were topping out and this was going to pull back more deeply. Now in the short term, the shorter term indicators are showing support at this level, and the 1-hour Ichimoku cloud has crossed over. And so for the next few days, we'll be monitoring prices, but only the 1-hour Ichimoku cloud is going to agree with adding onto the position here. The 4-hour Ichimoku cloud will confirm when the blue line crosses above the red, and we continue up higher from here. Now, when we go into the 12-hour Bollinger Bands, we can see price are right at the 20-period moving average now. We bounced off that 200-period moving average. But when we go into the 4-hour, that 200-period moving average is a really strong support level. I really like this chart because it shows us clearly where whale feeding zone is in the 4-hour time frame. And when we go into the 1-hour time frame, we can see where shark feeding zone is within the range of these bands. So those bands really give us a range of prices that sharks and whales can move the price around, and usually wrecks all of the small traders because we're trading with too large of a position, our stop's too close to the market, and we just keep getting wrecked. Now, the past couple videos I've been pointing out that we were at a top formation and the longs were still continuing higher, and the longs have continued